What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Hey man, y'all already know this whole AI thing is going crazy. Just over the course of the last couple of weeks, I've made a few videos on my channel talking about it. I've talked about how it's affecting the music industry. I've talked about how it's going to be affecting the fashion industry with AI models coming into the conversation with Levi's. The development of this technology is just going a little bit too fast. I'm not the only one that says so. Other people on YouTube are not the only ones that say so. As a matter of fact, there's tech leaders out there that are calling for a pause on ChatGPT and other AI systems. Let's get into this open letter that's been penned, and let's get into some of the people that are backing this open letter, because they actually want the US government to come in and step in if we can't find a solution. So as I was just alluding to, there's an open letter that's been signed by hundreds of artificial intelligence experts, people that actually work in this field, tech entrepreneurs and scientists, calling for a pause on the development and testing of AI technologies more powerful than OpenAI's GPT-4. And the reason they want to do this is so that the risk can be studied more closely before they start getting too advanced and it gets too out of hand and we just can't control it and reel it in, and the trickle down effect just becomes too heavy for any of us to anticipate. They're warning that language models like GPT-4 can already compete with humans at a growing range of tasks and could be used to automate jobs, spread misinformation, and the letter also raises the distinct prospect of AI systems that could replace humans and remake civilization. It sounds excessive, it sounds crazy, I know, but that's what we're currently on the brink of. A lot of us aren't all the way tuned into what they're working on. We don't know what these labs and all of these different groups are putting together. We only see the stuff that makes it to the mainstream. We only see the stuff that gets controversy, but there's so many different projects going on simultaneously that I do understand where they're coming from. So they say, we call on all AI labs to immediately pause for at least 6 months the training of AI systems more powerful than GPT-4, including the currently being trained GPT-5. Okay, they're already moving on to that. And so far, the supporters of this letter are Yoshua Bengio, who's a professor at the University of Montreal, who's considered a pioneer of AI. We have the historian Yuval Noah Harari and Skype co-founder Jan Talon, along with the guy that everyone loves to hate, Elon Musk. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I'm actually kind of surprised that Elon is in support of halting AI projects, because I've always felt like he was one of those people that wanted more of a dystopian environment where he can excel, because he's got so much money and resources that he could easily just elevate himself to almost like a king position if he wanted to. They say that this halt or this pause should be public and verifiable, okay? And they say if that pause can't be verified in an effective way, then they would also like to call the US government to come in and set a moratorium that would basically say it's illegal to work on any AI stronger than GPT-4 at this current moment. The likelihood of the government coming in and making that happen, especially in a timely or quick fashion, not very likely, okay? Which means that it's going to be up to the discretion of various AI contributors, scientists, tech practitioners, etc., to basically air out their own wind beneath their sails, which I'm not sure is going to be very successful. Now, tech giants like Microsoft and Google have not yet commented on this letter. They haven't had any representatives speak on it. However, Hannah Wong from OpenAI took over 6 months to work on GPT-4 for all of the safety precautions. And she also says that they're not currently working on GPT-5. So they're basically saying that's a misnomer, it's misinformation, it's not true. I don't know who to believe in this situation, because you could easily make that statement while your team is actively working on it as you send this statement out. But GPT-4 was publicly released just about 2 weeks ago. And the reason why people are so concerned about the advancement of these different AI projects is that OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, a lot of these different teams, they're basically in a race for profit-driven reasons. And so they're trying to develop and release new AI models as quickly as possible, while also disregarding the effects that it's going to have on real life humans and humanity and just the way that we function in the world. All of us had to go through some form of education, had to learn and work at our crafts, become experts in our field in order to get paid the way that we get paid. If AI gets so advanced within 6 months to a year or 2 years, and then it starts wiping out all of the things that we took lifetimes to learn, yeah, that is going to be a very big problem. And along with that, the amount of money that they're pumping into these programs to invest to keep things moving, to keep things growing, to keep things constantly evolving is another issue, right? Microsoft poured about 10 billion with a B now, $10 billion into OpenAI and is using AI in its search engine Bing, which they just released the newest version of Bing today. The European Union is considering legislation to keep things regulated. The White House proposed an AI Bill of Rights that spells out protections that citizens should expect from algorithm discrimination, data privacy, and other AI-related problems. But even that Bill of Rights that they're trying to draft, this was made way before the most recent advancements in AI even came into play. So that would have to be drastically modified to even make any kind of sense. Because honestly, it just seems like it's a threat to everything that we know and love, right? Even Elon Musk, who invested in OpenAI for them to create it, he recently took to Twitter to warn people about the risk of large tech companies driving advances in AI, even though he's making AI and smart cars. So at the end of the day, all of these people are not saying that AI is horrible or that it's going to kill the world or anything of that nature, but they are saying that the processes need to be slowed down. They feel like it's in a move and break things type of phase, which means it's really like the wild, wild west, right? You're going to make a lot of changes. You're going to mess up badly. You're going to have to keep updating the code. And of course, that's an ever changing, ever evolving process. However, you have to keep in mind, or at least keep in perspective, the things that can be harmed along the way. Because again, people's jobs, careers, and everything could very easily be in jeopardy if we allow the AI to just start doing everything for us. And all we're doing is just checking it to make sure it's correct. Get the AI to figure it out. Get the robots to do it. Get the electric vehicle to take you to work and back. You ain't gonna even have a job to go to soon. Now, there are a lot of people that work in the tech field that are not supporting this open letter. They're not signing off on it. There is a level of resistance that's coming in. It's not like this is a unanimous decision at this point. There's gonna have to be a lot of lobbying. There's gonna have to be a lot of complaints. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they're trying to get contact with the US government to figure this thing out. So there's gonna be some advancements. There's gonna be some pushback. It's pretty much inevitable. We live in a free country where, to be honest, unless the government just puts a swift bill down or something like that, you're never going to have everybody agreeing on one accord, especially for those that the AI is actively benefiting and bringing profits to and making processes easier in their field. Let me know what you guys think of all this, man. I know it could sound like a bit of mumbo jumbo for those that are uninitiated or maybe not looking into this at all. But for those of y'all that have at least an intermediate or novice level of interest in AI developments or just where tech is going and where life is going in the near future, we're just talking about possibly 2 to 5 years, not even 10, before this stuff can really get crazy. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, man. Be sure to like and share this video. And if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the post notification bell for all updates. And I will see you guys on the next one, all right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.